Hello there. In this hopefully brief video, we're going to look at how to solve equations. Let's look at an equation. 7x equals 3. X is some unknown, and we're going to find it, which is what we mean by solving an equation. I'm going to find what x is. And what shall I do? X equals 3 all over 7. This number here that was in front of x now goes underneath the 3. Let's see that again. Question 2. 5x equals 1. Now we're going to solve the equation. So x equals 1 all over 5. The number in front of x, the coefficient, has now become the bottom number, the denominator of the fraction. Let's go through it once more. Question 3. 4x equals minus 3. Now to solve the equation. So x is going to be equal to minus 3 all over, you've guessed it, all over 4. The fact that there was a minus sign there had no effect on us solving the equation. Now, let's just look at some other cases. Question 4. Sometimes we'll get the equation the other way around. Here we go. 9 equals 8x. All that happens here is we work from right to left. So the number that was in front of x, which is 8 here, well, watch what I write. X, reading from right to left, equals 9 all over, you guessed it, 8. Question 5. Minus 11 equals 2x. So what's the solution of this equation? So reading from right to left, x equals, we take this number here that was in front of x and it goes underneath. So it becomes minus 11 all over 2. Later on, you may well already know that these are improper fractions, and we should, and we will later on, when we've learnt those skills, change them to mixed numbers. Okay, so that's the basics. To recap, you take the number in front of x, the coefficient of x, and put it underneath. Now, let's look at another case where we've got a number added on or subtracted. Here, I'll show you. X plus 8 equals 11. What I do here is I move the number that was added to x to the other side of the equal sign. So my answer is x equals 11, take away 8. Now I can simplify that because they're both numbers, so x equals 3. Let's go through that again. Question 7. Now let's use a different letter just so we don't get obsessed with the idea of it always being x. Here we go. T plus 4 equals 9. So I move the plus 4 to the other side to give me t equals 9 take away 4. And we can simplify that. 9 take away 4 is 5. Question 8. 9 plus, let's think of another letter, let's go for y equals 17. Now watch what I do here. I move the number to join the other number. So I write underneath plus y equals 17, take away 9. In other words, plus y equals 8. So we always move the number to join the other number, and we always take away. Well, almost always. There's one case when we don't. Let's look at this one here. Let's go for z. Z minus 2 equals 4. Now watch what happens here. Z equals 4 plus 2. This is the only instance when we add. When the number we're moving, if you will, this 2 is going across, when the number you're moving has a minus sign in front. So my final answer is z equals 6. Now let's just look at one more case. It involves the same techniques. It's just going to be working in the opposite direction from right to left. Here we go. Question 10. 13 equals m add 6. So what shall I do? I move the number across. So my line of working is 13, take away 6, always take away, unless there's a minus sign in front, equals m. So 7 is equal to m. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 10 questions up here. I want you to copy them down as I put them up. Oops, let's just get my, I like the margin. Right, I'm going to put 10 questions up here. I want you to copy them down. Then once you've copied them down, put the video on pause, have a go at answering them, and then come back and we'll go through the answers. Oops, I keep choosing X, don't I? Let's try and think of different letters. I've gone back to X, sorry about that. Okay, you copy those down, put it on pause, let's see how you do. Okay, welcome back. Let's just go through the answers. Now, the first few, straightforward, put the number in front of X underneath the other number. So the answer is here, X equals 5 over 6. That's 6 that was in front of X, the coefficient, now becomes the denominator. Question 12, X equals 1 over 9. Question 13, X equals 7 all over 4. Question 14, now we're working from right to left. So 13 over 8 is what X is equal to. Though if you've written X equals 13 over 8, that's also correct. Question 15, 19 over 21 is what I is equal to. Or Y is equal to 19 over 21. Right, question 16. Here we have to move some numbers. So for question 16, it's going to be A equals 5 take away 3, A equals 2. Question 17. Q equals, we're going to move the plus 2, so it becomes minus 2. Q equals 6 take away 2, Q equals 4. What happens here in question 18? We move the 5 across, so it becomes minus 5, and our final answer is P equals 2. Now, I wonder if you remembered, the only time we add is when the number that we're moving has a minus sign in front. So question 19 is going to be X equals 4 plus 5. I wonder if you remembered that. Equal to 9. And finally, what happens here? Well, we're moving the number, we're working from right to left, but it's got a minus sign in front. So the answer is going to be 18 is what Y is equal to. When we moved it, I missed out a line of working, it would be 16 plus 2. Well, let's see, how many of those did you manage to get right? Let's hope you got all 10. Anyway, thank you for listening.